Good morning, happy campers. Welcome to another exciting episode of Cooking with Coobs. Cheers as my new tipple, dry lemon and sparkling spring water with a slice of lemon. Very nice. Today we are going to do a new dish, South African, Ouma, onder Kombers. And for this, a lot of cabbage leaves taken from the outside of the cabbage and dunked in boiling water to soften slightly. Half a pound of beef mince and half a pound of pork mince. I'll be using a plethora of herbs and spices, little clove, bit of nutmeg, little cayenne pepper, some mixed herbs, and then some Italian herbs, a little oregano and dry basil, along with a can of tomato, baby tomatoes and mixed herbs, with some tomato sauce and a little tomato puree concentrate. I'll also be using a couple of slices of crumbed white bread soaked in milk, a little red pepper, grated carrot, a couple of onions grated, and some grated garlic or chopped garlic. Firstly, I will put half a can of tomatoes in my pan. I'll leave a little behind. A good dollop of red tomato puree concentrate. Pinch of onions, little garlic. All the rest is going into the hamburger patties. I'll put that on the stove just to simmer a little. About to start mixing my hamburger patties or my frikadelles, beef mince in the mix, pork mince in the mix, the one that got away. Finely grate at least half a carrot into your mince. Oh, that's enough. Plus 2 slices of crumbed white bread. Oh, I use brown bread, it's healthier. Plus, I'll soak it in a little milk, not too much. Break 1 egg into the mix. First smell it. Smells fine. Little tomato sauce. A little, well, the rest of the tomato. A little crushed basil. A little cloves, goes nicely with cabbage. dash of cayenne pepper, a little oregano, quite a bit of oregano, about a teaspoonful. And about a half a teaspoonful of mixed herbs. There we go. Now, mix that up. Where's a good spoon? Oh, incidentally, this is coming on quite nicely. I've just taken it off the stove. Mixing up quite nicely my tomato Brady mix. I'll turn the stove down to low, stove plate. Mix this thoroughly and finish the mix with my hands. Now I add some secret ingredients, well, not so secret. A teaspoonful of salt. A good shake of white pepper, one of the most underrated herbs these days. A squeeze of good pure honey. You need a little sweetness in your hamburgers. Some people just use brown sugar. I'll add a little brown sugar as well. That's it. Now comes the messy part, where I'll do a final mix and then I use my bare hands to wrap these into cabbage leaves and plonk them in my baking dish. The baking dish has already been smeared with butter. The cabbage leaves are wilted. Now, generally don't throw away the outside cabbage leaves. These you use to line your baking dish. And a little like that. Starting to look like a flower. Well, that's enough lining, I think. I'll start doing my fricadelles. I'm making quite decent sized ones because I've got quite large cabbage leaves. Now you wrap the cabbage leaf over that way, tuck in the sides, and that's it. I could actually put a little bit of my tomato mix on the bottom. That might be a good idea. Could make it a little bit bigger, keep them all the same size. The last one is in and they fit very nicely. Now I'll ladle the last of the tomato mix over all of this as evenly as I can. That's done. En nou maak ek die kombers toe. Onder die kombers. And into a preheated oven at about 180, 190 for 30 to 35 minutes. There we go. Actually, I'm cheating a little. While you weren't watching, I did a loaf of homemade ciabatta bread and I used the rest of the dough and the remaining mince from my onder die kombers to make a nice sausage roll. So I thought I would put it all in at once. And this can go in the bottom shelf. There. Would you believe it? 1 week after the elections and they've started load shedding again. This is a solar light, the only one working in the house. My oven is off and I'm using gas to try and do some quick lemon cordial. Cheers. Oh, hello happy campers. Well, load shedding's finished. I had a small nap and then when load shedding was finished I turned the oven on and it's been going for about a half an hour. So let's have a look, see what's happening. Oh, it doesn't look too bad. Look at that. Onder die Kombers. I cheated a little bit and added a little bit of grated cheddar and Parmesan cheese to the top, just to spice it up a little. Oh, I don't think Paul Hollywood would find that too shabby. Let's have a closer look. Lift the Kombers blanket. It'll be quite tasty as well. Oh, and it looks very nice below. Looks pretty tasty. Let's see if it's cooked right through. Oh yeah, that is cooked. It looks pretty good, almost good enough to eat. So, after a fairly successful morning's baking, in spite of load shedding, this is your Gourmet Guru saying, until we meet again, tot ziens and bottoms up. Not too bad. Till we meet again.